Look at the grid then for round 8 of the championship here at Thruxton, which sees Logan Sargent on pole position. Linus Lundqvist alongside, then it's Oliver York and Cole Massard. Remember, he's in pit lane at the moment, but was due to line up 4th. Alex Quinn and Jamie Caroline on row 3. Caroline having won the previous race. Oscar Piastri is alongside Ayrton Simmons, the anniversary of his debut in the championship, of course. Then it's Jamie Sharp and Harry Webb. Daniel Chow with Jackie Liu on row 6. Row 7, Patrick Pasma and Lucas Roy. Good grid, as we said, ideal conditions. Remember, the way that the F4 British Championship works is that the drivers are limited on tyres, and the one thing I meant to do, I was too busy talking to the drivers, I meant to see who'd got new rubber on. Guess what? One job and I blew it.
So did I. Sorry about that. But it will show. It will show in this race who's got better tyres, because Thruxton is very abrasive. It really does kill the tyres. You've got a lot of right-handers, especially this one they're going through now, Goodwood, and then you've got Church. So the left-hand side of the car takes an absolute pounding. So we will see that the quicker guys come through who have got better tyres on, and then in the later race, in the third race of the weekend, we'll see some of the guys use some new tyres as well.
Normally you'd save the best if you're at the front, wouldn't you, for the best shot at a win. That's the
exactly
the general rule, but doesn't always play out that way. I know Mr. Caroline at Donington Park was banking, I think, on some rain for day 2, wasn't he, originally, and used that best set for that stunning drive nonetheless in to be the first driver to win races 1 and 2 in the championship.
Yeah, exactly, and I think he wants to go and do it again today, from what I've heard. And starting 6th, there's a good chance, because in yesterday's race he actually was starting 3rd, dropped back to 7th after trying to go for the lead, and then came back from 7th to take the lead on the next lap. So I'm sure we're going to see some more exciting racing from him and all the other guys as well.
Yeah, I feel sure we've got a huge gap, isn't there, back from the lead car to second. So is this do we get mind games going on here with the driver in P2? Can he be told off for hanging too far back, because we've got a timetable to adhere to?
Yeah, well, that's true, but I think Lundqvist is going to try and maybe go a little bit quicker through these next 2 corners, just to try and get some more heat in the tyres, because that's what you tend to do, is just back off a little bit and then try and lean a bit. It's not like he's doing that at all. He's going to leave Logan right on the front row all by himself for a little while, I think.
Yeah, so, and Cole in front row then. It's with Logan Sargent on pole position, and then it's for double R alongside. So it was a little bit of a wait, as you can see, as they come on. He's a slightly smaller field. We're missing a couple of drivers this weekend. We probably need to tell you, might remember that Hampus Eriksson made his debut last time with us at Donington Park. He's karting this weekend, and Manuel Silliman is racing in Mexican F4. I can tell you he finished 2nd yesterday. So he's experiencing British F4, carrying back to his home country, which is great. He'll be back with us at Croft. Yeah, no, it always does. This championship is fantastic. We saw some of the Aussies come over here last year. They went back to Australia and they were just performing so much better. But let's see what these boys can do now. So then, Logan Sargent on pole position alongside his Linus Lundqvist. We're waiting for the lights to go on here. This is the second helping of F4 action this weekend here at Thruxton. The lights are on. We're having quick turnarounds here today on the lights in Gantry. Looks like everybody's made a good start. Great start from Ollie York, who qualified in pole yesterday. He goes up into 2nd place, and York is monstering for the lead. Yorkie is going for it and putting pressure on Logan Sargent. He's not going to do it all on lap number 1, but Jamie Caroline comes through. He's got the lead already! Caroline, I thought York made a great start, but Caroline just bundles past them and takes the lead. Caroline the leader. York, superb start from him. First-year driver York. We knew the perspective around that one. And Caroline here, well, he's up the front, of course, in the 3rd race of the weekend. Are we going to see an historic hat-trick from Caroline? He's put his benchmark down here for sure.
Let's see what happens now. You've got York in 2nd, you've got Sargent in 3rd. They did all leave a little bit of room for each other, which was very good racing between the guys. But you can see Lundqvist getting a good run on Sargent now. He's going to have him into Church. He's got the inside line. Sargent's going to have to give that one up. Lundqvist is now going to have to try and get on the back of York. But Caroline's already about 5 car lengths ahead. Amazing start from him.
That was incredible, wasn't it? I mean, I was just so focused on York moving up from 3rd. Confident youngster, remember, this is only his 3rd meeting. Caroline with a tad more experience, of course. Going to take nothing away from either driver. A little bit of a lock-up. That was Jamie Sharp, I think, had a bit of a lock-up coming into the chicane.
Yeah, he did, but he's managed to gather that one up and to keep his position. So, yeah, big lock. The battle here with Simmons and Sargent. Sargent's had a bad first lap, even though he was on pole there, but Simmons is looking very racy now. All over the back of him. He might have the inside line as they come into the chicane. That's bringing Quinn into this as well.
Yeah, Quinn is the third of the cars, but
Simmons is
through.
through.
Great move by Ayrton Simmons. Made his debut this year. Wasn't old enough to race the first 2 rounds last year, and joined us for the first meeting. And he's getting more and more experience. Ayrton Simmons, a great move there up into 4th place.
Look at this, you can just see Caroline, he's got down the inside of all 3 of them going into the braking zone of the complex. Unbelievable driving from Jamie Caroline.
Goodness me, and you know, that sort of thing, you don't need to do it, or the race isn't won on the first corners, but Caroline thinks it is.
Well, the team was, Lundqvist is running a little bit wide, he's come through Goodwood, that's going to drop him off York slightly, but I think he's still going to keep that slipstream, which is so important as you come through Church, stay in the slipstream, try and get a run up to the chicane. You can see Sargent now all over the back of Simmons. Simmons didn't drop him at all. Further back, we've got Webb there, we've got Quinn, we've got Piastri as well. Piastri's trying to go on the outside of Webb.
Yeah.
And Quinn's trying to go on the outside of Simmons.
Piastri, one of the big, might get hung out to dry here and comes through. He's going to have to be mindful of that green infield part of the chicane. We've seen some penalties in the Ginetta Juniors earlier on. This is what it was like yesterday. There's a big pack coming across and we think, hang on, is the race finished? Because they're all, but they were just racing like this all the way through yesterday's 20 minutes. Caroline, no way, didn't get the fastest lap yesterday, taking good advantage of the toe in that one was Linus Lundqvist, who's running in 3rd place. Best lap starting to tumble as the drivers get into the rhythm. A little bit of a sideways by Piastri, collects it all up. Harry Webb running well in with that group. Make a superb sight, don't. This is the old school style Formula Ford racing, but with slicks and wings, and giving us the sort of racing that we know is capable of these. Quinn side by side at the moment then with Piastri, and let's see whether he can go through.
And they're still side by side as they came through Goodwood, but Quinn was just pushed out onto the marbles. It's obviously less grip, but look at Webb, he's now getting a slipstream all over the back of Quinn, so he might be able to get a run into the chicane. Look at them as they come through Church, they're just right on the limit. 4-wheel drifting through Church, which is just slightly off-cambered as well.
Yeah, Webb having a very good run.
Lundqvist
for a second. Yeah, Lundqvist goes through ahead of Ollie York. So Yorkie now has got the pressure from Logan Sargent right behind him. Ayrton Simmons in 5th place. Now Lundqvist started on the outside of the front row, so technically back to where he started from, apart from the fact he's had Caroline go past him. Caroline with the fastest lap of 1:14.6. That's usurped by Lundqvist at 1:14.167, mirroring what he did yesterday, i.e. fastest lap of the race. So he's showing some good race pace, but the gap was 9 tenths of a second. Caroline to Lundqvist as they cross the line. Yeah,
I think now that York and Sargent are going to start battling, Lundqvist is going to get his head down and try and chase Caroline. Lundqvist has, like you said, been very quick at this circuit. He was quick yesterday, he was quick in the pre-season test. Sargent going down the inside of York. York's going to try and close him off. You can see Sargent just had to clip the curb on the inside there, which is not ideal, and it's allowed Simmons to now get the run on Sargent.
Yeah, superb stuff. This really does. This circuit, ideal. I mean, could have been designed for these cars, really. When you look at what's happening out on track, Simmons on the inside and goes through. So Sargent relegated into 5th position. Piastri a fair way behind them now, but still there you can see Piastri and Quinn with Webb and Pasma trying to chase as well. Here comes Simmons though, inside line, outside line by Logan Sargent, who started on the front. He felt fairly confident that he might have a shout of a win here, but I don't think he was bargaining for the start of Ollie York and Caroline.
No, exactly, and I've just seen on the screen as well, that last lap, Lundqvist did a 14.1, Caroline did a 14.3, so he's just taking 2 tenths. Look at this, Sargent all over the back of Simmons. He's now switched to the outside, so he might try and go on the outside, which gives him the inside for the next one, but it doesn't look like he can get there. But Simmons is closer, he's keeping Sargent behind him perfectly here.
Yeah, and well, you can see starting to just drop away at the moment from York. Now the question I would ask is, obviously we've got 7 tenths of a second between Caroline and Lundqvist. You know, is Lundqvist in the air as Sargent goes through? We'll come back to the debate on the lead in a minute, but Sargent, great move there, down on the inside of Ayrton Simmons, makes the pass, Sargent back into 4th.
The thing is, it's only a very small lift as you go into Goodwood, so the fact that he's actually got that move done is incredible, but Simmons is not giving up, is he? He's now going to be back in the slipstream. This is fantastic battling between these two. Very fair racing, very, very good racing, and we can see now as they go side by side up into the chicane. Can Simmons outbrake and go on the outside? Looks like Sargent's got it covered. He's having fed of it.
Yeah, he was having a look there. Certainly that you've just got to keep chipping away, giving notes to it. Battle for the lead though. Look at this, they go across the line. The gap comes down half a second. Lundqvist has obviously picked up the toe from Caroline and he's now challenging So it's Jamie Caroline. You can see him looking in the mirrors. He did the hard work in the opening laps. And Lundqvist is having a look round the outside, side by side with a Pertec machine, but he can't do it. Has a look again. Caroline now, we're seeing we know he can overtake, we know Caroline can defend as well. Fantastic to see some superb racing between these two.
This is going to be a hard race for these boys. These two are very fast drivers. You can see they're already all over Lundqvist all over the back of Caroline. He looks like he's quicker because he's in that slipstream. He's getting a good run through Goodwood. Jamie's just got to try and keep his cool, keep his head down, concentrate on his job. But Lundqvist has got to keep attacking. You can see he's just dropped a little bit back from him at Goodwood. But as they go through Church, you'll see this slipstream become very, very effective, and he's going to have a run on him as he comes into the chicane.
Lundqvist, former Nordic champion, so he's no slouch in a single-seater, and he's having a look there. Is there going to be room for him to come through? Caroline has seen him, and they're side by side, and Lundqvist has got the line. He's going to go through into the lead. Jamie Caroline down to second. York is still giving chase in third place and trying to close down on him, but Lundqvist through.
Good move from Lundqvist, absolutely superb. Timed that just right. Got on the outside, obviously the inside as they go into the chicane. Caroline gave enough room, but he's not giving up.
Here he comes.
It's Jamie's turn to try and give it a go. As the outside as they go through turn 2, try and outbrake him going into the chicane.
He's got the line. Caroline's got the line. He's going to go through. He's got to hang on to the outside line for the second part of the complex. Lundqvist wants the line. Lundqvist takes it. Caroline knows, though, that he has the ability, has the speed, the racecraft to go past. Didn't work for him there, but he'll chip away. But look now, coming up is on for York. York's coming in. He had the outright pole position on Saturday, and remember, he's running in the Challenge Cup, so he's a new driver to car racing this year. He's only doing a limited programme at the moment. I'll tell you what, the Ford executives yesterday, I was watching the race with them here, they were getting a bit worried about York, so we might have to write out a cheque for £5 grand if a Challenge Cup winner wins a race outright. But look at this battle for lead. Caroline's monstering him. He's all over him. He's got the line though, and he's going to pull side by side and try and get his nose in front as they run up Woodham Hill. Caroline in the red and blue Pertec car has got through. He's in front, but it's the run down into the chicane. He gets across. He's got it. Lundqvist in second. What a run by Caroline.
That was unbelievable. He got a run through Church. He managed to get alongside him. They gave each other enough room as they came through the first part of the chicane. Now it's Lundqvist's turn to give it back again to see if he can get the slipstream all the way into the chicane. If not, out of the complex, so they can get that run up to Goodwin Church. But he's already all over the back. He's going to go to the outside. Caroline's got it covered. York is now in this mix where if he starts putting pressure on Lundqvist is going to have to try and defend and attack. Big side race for
Caroline connects it all up. Yeah, it is, as Phil rightly said, Phil, it is going to change the dynamic of the race. And you've got Sargent and Simmons closing up as well. This is almost like the Ginetta Junior race that we saw a few minutes ago, where there was a big challenge going on with the driver back.
York's gone down the inside.
York has made the move on Lundqvist, but he's a little bit tight. Lundqvist had more momentum out of the corner, but now they're getting in broad, exactly as Phil Blue said. Caroline's getting away, they're all squabbling amongst it. Sargent's having a look around the outside line of York now, goes to the outside. He might think about the inside as they perhaps head up the hill, and right in the mix as well, keeping a cool head there is Ayrton Simmons back in fifth.
Yeah, he had his 16th birthday last week. He's, like you said, he had made his debut here last year. He's going to try and go around the outside. He's going to switch to the inside and Sargent's putting pressure on York. They all go over the curbs. They flatter over those curves, which are quite aggressive. And now Lundqvist has had some breathing space from York, and he's now back on terms with Caroline.
Let's see whether Linus can just start to chip away or get the advantage of the toe. He still has the fastest lap of the race back on lap 3. The Swede comes from Stockholm and racing for Double R Racing, closing in big time now on Caroline. He's got the big pressure on. Sargent is pressurising York at the moment, so effectively 2 pairs with Ayrton Simmons keeping a little bit of distance at the moment between himself and the 4th place man who want to get involved and try and come up. We're only just over halfway, incredibly.
I know, I've just seen the time. We've got over 9.5 minutes left, and this race has been fantastic so far. I don't think it's over yet. Look at Lundqvist. He's got the grip as he goes through Goodwood. You can see he's now got the run on him. He's going to be in the slipstream. He runs a little bit wide, but I don't think he'll lose any time there. But now this, like I said last lap, this is where it counts. As they go through Church, which is flat out, they pick up the slipstream. They just got to make sure they don't scrub too much speed as they come out of that corner, but he's already in the slipstream. Caroline's going to have to defend early. Lundqvist is going to probably go to the outside and look further back as well, Simmons and Sargent.
But the point is, if you go too far on the inside, it can leave that tempting gap on the outside, and it is doable if you're brave, isn't it, going into the chicane?
Hey, absolutely, yeah, we've seen some amazing moves going in around the outside of that chicane, and obviously then you've got the inside of the next move, but it gets very tight, so it's very tricky. But again, look how close this is.
Caroline still leading, Lundqvist second, nothing between those two. It's a trio at the moment for 3rd position. as the leaders continue to chip away and try and get away. Ollie York defending a podium there in his car, but Sargent's coming through and having a look. Sargent was having a big look round the outside there to see if he could get the advantage. Caroline still coming under pressure from Lundqvist out front. Ayrton Simmons in the mix as well. Superb race between these guys. We've got Oscar Piastri back in 6th place, who is Mr. No Mates at the moment. He's trying to get himself on this battle, but this tree, it's a job to know where to look, isn't it? Do we look at third or the battle for third is closer?
I know exactly. If these three keep battling like they are, though, we're going to have...
Sargent's through, down the inside, running a little bit wide. Sorry, Phil.
No, keep going.
York ran across a little bit wide, and Sargent was through. Simmons is through as well. It looks like York lost a bit of momentum, but now he's back in 5th. Nobody in his mirrors. He can just recount what happened and regroup and try and get back onto the podium as Lundqvist. Look how that car twitched as he came out of the air.
They actually made a little bit of contact there as he tried to get the switch back. He's now gone to the outside to try and outbrake him, but yes, there was definitely a little bit of contact. Not sure if it was on the tyre or if it was just on the gearbox of the car, but now it's time for Sargent to try and chase Lundqvist down, but Lundqvist is just wants to get past Caroline, doesn't he? You can see how hard he's trying.
Yeah, I take my hat off to all these drivers. You know, Sargent started on the front row and getting beaten away off the start. You could let your head go. He hasn't. He's fought back. He is an absolute fighter, and coming under pressure here now from Simmons, who's on that outside line. Look at Ayrton Simmons. He's holding on to it. He's got the inside line for the second part of the complex, but he'll run wide. Simmons is up into third. Fantastic move.
Superb drive from Simmons. He got it a little bit out of shape as he went through the second part, but now he just needs to get his head down, and he could get further up this grid at the minute. He's third now, but he's got Lundqvist in front, but these two are still battling. This is going to allow Simmons to come back at them. You can see he just thought about going for the inside there. You can see that new bit of tarmac as well. It's very, very grippy, so it changes the whole feel of the car when you hit that grippy part of the tarmac.
Who needs F1? Who needs the road to F1? Stop here, have the racing, evenly matched cars, great drivers as well. This is what it's all about.
It's amazing. You can just see here, you can see Lundqvist's got a better run. Went to try and pass him, but then they just went a little bit early, and they just made a little bit of contact there. So I don't think there was any issues. There's no damage at all. It's very small contact. But look around the outside. He's going to try and outbrake him. I don't think he'll be able to do it this time.
Sargent on the outside line, and Ollie York back up into 4th position. Piastri is locking himself onto the back of that battle as well. Here comes 6 minutes left of this race at Thruxton. It is going to be a 3-way scrap for 4th place very shortly. York is there at the moment, up ahead of Sargent, so Sargent drop backs again, but look at Lundqvist side by side with Caroline. Lundqvist on the outside line. Is he going to make this one stick? Caroline is not running him off the road, and Lundqvist through, but he's going to go wide, is he? Caroline looking for that outside run again. Caroline, I think, knows here, if he keeps it in check, he'll get more momentum here, down the inside, which is exactly what he's done.
He's already got the run coming out of the complex. They're going through Noble, which is the left-hander. He's now going to try and go down the inside of Goodwood. Is he going to squeeze him? No, he's going to go down the inside. Superb drive from the pair of these. Caroline's got the lead again.
Yeah, superb, mature racing from these two. Shortly to be joined by 3 because Simmons is coming up. Ayrton Simmons is not content with 3rd. He wants to back the Swede. He's going to have a look at him. This could again take the pressure off Caroline. Ayrton Simmons is all over the back. Remember, he was back in 5th position a couple of laps back, but here comes Lundqvist having a look. Wheel on the dirt. That's going to scrub off speed. Simmons will pounce. Here we come. Up Woodham Hill. Lundqvist recovers well. He's got the inside line. He doesn't want to lose 2nd position. He's lost hardly any ground on Caroline.
I know, Lundqvist did a superb job to be able to attack like this and defend. He's absolutely incredible. It's such a hard job. It's the hardest job of this race. When Caroline's obviously defending well and he's trying to get away, but now Simmons is coming as well. Lundqvist is doing a really, really good job here.
Yeah, superb stuff, isn't it? And look at Simmons now all over the back. Simmons is coming and having a look on the inside line. Is he going to go through? Places the car side by side with the Swede. Can he hang on the outside line here and take it through the 3rd part of the complex? He does, up into 2nd place. Superb, Simmons.
Yeah, absolutely. He timed that perfectly just to be able to go a little bit wide coming through the 2nd part. And you can see further back, there's a spin here. That's Roy and Chow, I think. He might get beached there, but he might get away with it. Look at Simmons still in front of Lundqvist. Sargent's now in 4th there. York, I think, still in 5th. Oh, no, it's not York's gone. No, it's Piastri that's in 5th now. York's further back.
Yeah, Ollie York's dropped back a little bit. Caroline's managed to get clear whilst Simmons and Lundqvist were fighting. And the one thing you know about the Swede is he's going to pile the pressure on Ayrton Simmons. He's on that outside line. He's bringing Logan Sargent up with him as well. Side by side up Woodham Hill again. Lots of places to pass here at Thruxton. And look at Sargent at the back. Simmons is on the inside line. They're side by side into the chicane. Lundqvist backs out of it. Is he going to get mugged in by Sargent? He does. Sargent goes through. Piastri is looking on the inside line as well.
Lundqvist has lost out big time there, just because he was trying to go on the outside. He lost momentum. Oh, they're running close as they go through turn 1. But it looks like, Piastri's managed to get through as well as he. Oh, this is amazing. There's such good racing between these guys. Simmons is still defending now, this time from Sargent. Piastri's now got through on Lundqvist. Lundqvist is now going to squeeze him wide a little bit, but then he's got the inside. No, Lundqvist has kept that position.
Oh, this is incredible. This is what F4 is all about. The car in 4th place was up and in the lead a few laps to go. And they've traded places, they've raced hard, they've raced fair. It's been superb race of the year for me thus far, for sure. And Caroline has lit his pipe, he's got his slippers on, he's away down the road. If you can call 1.88 seconds pipe and slippers lead. I don't know.
There's a spinner further back there, just as they come through Goodwood. I saw one of the Carlin cars, I think, who had a big spin through Goodwood.
So here comes the battle for now second position. Ayrton Simmons, Lucas Roy number 6 it is that goes off. So he's learning, remember, brand new to motor racing and looking to make a career out of it. But here we go, back into second place. Lundqvist is challenging hard. We've got Sargent in second now. Lundqvist trying to get back on it and trying to bundle. Yeah, Simmons goes through the chicane. I don't think any advantage gained there. But look at this, it's 3 wide, 4 wide as they come across the line. Caroline's lead now, he's out to 4 seconds. Who'd have called that?
Lundqvist back up to second.
Lundqvist back in second place. Sargent's coming through. And Piastri, who wasn't even with the lead group 5 laps ago, is up on a podium position there in 3rd place. The red and white car with the blue side pods. The Aussie is having a good go for it, but it's Lundqvist at the moment, so we've got a Great British driver out front, Swede second, Aussie in 3rd place. Goodness me. Then we've got American in 4th position before we then get Simmons, the young Brit, there back in 5th place, still fighting Gamey. York's coming back into it too.
Yeah, no, York's managed to get back on the tail of this, so he should be able to make a move soon. You've got Patrick Pasma as well. He's now up to 7th, I think now.
Yeah,
that's
Patrick
a great
Pasma,
drive from the
that's
back.
the blue Carlin car with the green flashes running well. We've only got 1:26 on the clock. It looks like Caroline will repeat the Donington feat of taking races 1 and 2, which is difficult because it's a partially reversed grid. There is Caroline, he's so far ahead, he's out of shot as they come into the chicane. Lundqvist second, Piastri 3rd, Sargent in 4th place there in blue with the yellow mirrors. Simmons rattles the curbs again. Best the marshals or the judges of fact there are going to be keeping an eye on that. And here comes Pasma joining in as well in the blue car with the green flashes. Pasma making progress. I think he's managed to pass York. Superb stuff from Pasma.
Yeah, he's got past Quinn as well. He's going to try and get an inside of someone else, I thought, as well. Oh yes, Quinn's there on the outside. He kept that position. Great drive from Quinn. You can see that Simmons has just got a slightly broken nose there, which he's obviously had a little bit of contact, but it shouldn't affect him too much. They are designed just to break off like that, so it just might be a little bit cool in the footwell.
Absolutely incredible race, isn't it, from F4 here, the F4 British Championship. Caroline's still clear. Lundqvist still has the fastest lap. We're looking at Patrick Pasma up ahead at the moment, number 5 car of Ollie York, and chasing Alex Quinn. There is Caroline. Now look at the gap. And it was so close, wasn't it, earlier on? He's just...
Billy is going to be loving this race. He's going to be watching this at home and he's going to be so excited to watch this. I mean, this is just one of the best races I've ever seen. But Caroline, he's done it again.
Yeah, Jamie Caroline, the championship leader, will extend his lead in the championship. He comes out and the checkered flag is readied for him here at Thruxton to make it 2 out of 2 wins this weekend. Are we going to see a treble? We'll see that in the race later on. Linus Lundqvist, superb drive from the Swede, battling hard all the way through. He was battling for the lead, he had the lead, he dropped back, he came back into 2nd place. Oscar Piastri, 3rd place. He wasn't even with the lead group.
No, I know.
Earlier on.
But them guys battling, it allowed him to come back into the battle, and then he raced his way up to 3rd. Absolutely super. I can't get over that.
If you're looking for a championship to come and race in, to underline your credentials if you think you're good enough, this is it. It's the recognised road. It's FIA, International Motorsport recognised. It is part of the formal route to F1.
Absolutely,
and you can see why with that racing we've just seen.
This is why this championship was designed. It's an FIA championship. It's the first step on the ladder. Obviously, the next one is F3, which is what a lot of these boys are going to be looking to try and do. You can see Caroline and Lundqvist, they're just waving at each other. What a great race between those guys.
Yeah.
Great race between the top 6, 7, top 8.
I mean, any of them could have won it. I mean, Ollie York was 8th place.
Yeah, he was looking very fast at the start of the race, but then just got a little bit mugged there when he was battling, but that's just inexperience. Look, there we go. That was fantastic to see. These two guys just waving at each other, saying, what a great race. They're going to...
a lot of respect in the paddock.
Big time, big time.
We're going to have a look at the start again. I mean, I was focusing on Ollie York in 3rd place. Caroline's got that gap ahead of him, which helped him a wee bit, but can't take anything away from Jamie Caroline in the red and blue car he came through. So York's up to 2nd. Logan Sargent, remember, the man who started on pole position. And just watch Caroline. We thought we were going to stay with the replay. Caroline coming through. We saw it, but there is Jamie Caroline coming down victory lane in towards Parc Fermé here at Thruxton. 2 out of 2. And as you say, Billy Whiz is going to be dead chuffed about that, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and it wouldn't surprise me if he does the Billy dab once again when he gets out of the car.
I think we need to keep an eye open for that, don't we? And what a great shot as well. We get the reference to Billy with the Ginetta Challenge cars as well, which are there. So here we are. Are we going to get the dab? What do you reckon?
I think so. It's coming. No, it's not. Not this time.
Nice move down into the camera, though. That was good. Superb stuff from Jamie Caroline. Linus Lugan, what a race. Can't wait for race 3 now.
I know.
Which, of course, isn't even... and it proves you don't need the reversal, do you? You know, you have some superb racing either way. So here's the result, round 8 of the F4 British Championship here at Thruxton. It was another win for Championship leader Jamie Caroline, making it 2 out of 2 at Thruxton. Linus Lundqvist is 2nd, Oscar Piastri 3rd from Logan Sargent and Ayrton Simmons. Then it's Alex Quinn, Patrick Pasma, great drive up into 7th. Ollie York is 8th from Jamie Sharp, then Harry Webb in 10th. 11th was Daniel Chow, Jackie Liu next from Lucas Roy, and sadly problems for podium finisher on Saturday, Carl Massard.